How's it going, everyone? Nathan coming back at you with their Monotype Showdown Live. We're kind of wrapping up the series here for a little bit. We've covered every type at least once, so if you have a favorite type, you got some sort of basis to go off of with my videos to see how to play it and what you should be looking for, what kind of standard teams you can find. But now we're going to go through a bit of a greatest hits thing, go through some of the things I missed or want to go back to or you guys have asked for in the comments below. Please be sure to do that because I got a couple more of these coming out before we wrap up and move on to something new. Here we're going to do something that I commented on immediately as we did the video, and that's going to be another mono flying video. And this might not seem too different from the one we used before, the sample team from, I believe, Maroon. This is from Big Papa Oof, kind of famous on the channel for cooking me multiple times, but it's also a fun team, right? Because on the surface, it's pretty straightforward, but and it seems quite bulky and defensive. But when you actually get into it and dig into it and actually learn to play it a little bit, it's surprisingly offensive. This is a double dance Landorus, which can be an excellent way to secure a win con. You go for a swords dance against a slower team, you're unstoppable. You go for a rock polish against a fast, perhaps mono electric team, also a great matchup. But you also have all kinds of offense across the field with a nasty plot Thunderous Therian and a banded Dragonite, which is very hard. And a Choice Scarf Zapdos Galar, which is going to be a great incentivization for the opponent not to defog on us. Although, looking at Papa Oof's team here, there really is no hazards at all, which I personally really strongly disagree with. I think it's a really important asset to using offense, especially in Monotype. But hey, it's not my team. We'll give it a shot here, especially when using that Defiant Zapdos Galar. It just seems to me that, like, you know, it pairs so well with that when you're trying to force the opponent to defog on you. We're gonna start off against mono steel here. Oh man, we gotta update our avatar. I don't have a lot of time. Let's just do something that's pog. This is flying. There we go. Landers, very important here. If we can get up a swords dance, we are OHKOing everyone except for Corviknight and Bronzong, which is notable. Could also be a heat proof Bronzong. It's actually not bad. It sounds bad, but it's really not. However, Corviknight is definitely our worry here. If we had a Magnezone and an OU team, for example, we'd be looking at that as the one we want to trap. For the time being, though, we got some good swap-ins for that Mon. The U-turn, it might be able to pivot in on us, but that's fine. Zapdos Galar, also extremely, extremely good here. No Aegislash, which I normally like a lot, because Aegislash would really wall our Zapdos Galar. Oh, no, we have Third Chop, that's right. But anywho, so let's go through the lead matchups here. Again, lots of people can just do this like a snap and they're very fast. I gotta really take my time with it, so we'll go through it briefly here. Landers, in terms of matchups, can't intimidate you, but it can force you and you out. I'm almost certainly expecting to see one of this Bronzong out. I don't think we used Trick Room Mono Steel, did we? No, we did. Yeah, we did. And it's worth noting that Bronzong's a very good Trick Room setter. So the fact that we see that, I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of like rocker lead Bronzong sort of deal there. In which case Celesteela would be great. Worth keeping in mind. Dragonite could probably 2-K with a Fire Punch. Might be pushing it though. Zapdos Galar with a Thunderous Kick as its main steps of close combat. I didn't notice that either. That would definitely wear it down pretty quickly too. But I'm liking actually Thunderous as a lead. It's got good coverage across the board if we get someone else that surprises me here. Most importantly, it's got a good matchup versus this Bronzong. I also like Celesteela, but I don't want to risk that Magnezone off the rip here. So we're going to lead that here. Okay, this is not what I really wanted to see, especially given the threat of an Ice Punch here. We have some Fizz Def on this Mantine. We do have a little bit, so short of a Thunder Punch, Mantine should be able to handle it fine, but I want to take a quick little journey into our friendly neighborhood calculator here against a Metal, Choice Band. Double Iron Bash is 2 at KOing. It's an important Mon. I worry about Ice Punch, if anything, but I can kill with a Focus Blast. So do I want to risk that 75% chance to OHKO, but that's a 75% chance on top of our 70% chance to hit here? Oh, my camera's a little bit big. Let me just shrink that. My bad there, guys. Ah, what the hell? We hit these. We always hit these. Let's hit that big Focus Blast. Boom. See you later, Metal. No, not the roll. Oh, and they did have Ice Punch. Oh, that sucks. That's an important Mon. I was just certain we would hit it. I was positive. Not a shadow of doubt in my mind. Okay, well, yikes, that's not a good one. We can Flamethrower here, but it gives a free Celesteela swap in. Not to mention Magnezone really scares me. It might be Mantine here. Boy, that was not a good play on my part because Magnezone is so scary for us now. What was I thinking? Okay, let's see if we can get a burn here. No, not quite. Landers a little bit obvious if I'm being honest. It's 50-50. They get Thunderbolt, they get Flash Cannon. Let's see if they get me here. With the Tri Attack, cool tech. Do we get... Oh, no. But we do have a Lumberry, actually. That's funny because we are a setup sweeper. That's awesome for us. Okay, we're going to have to swap out to something to beat the Corviknight right now because it's their only option to beat Earthquake right now. That or Bronzong. So let's choose an option that beats both of them here. My thought is Dragonite. Fire Punch, Earthquake... no, not Earthquake on Bronzong. Celesteela also good actually, but that would really let in this Magnezone back in. It's a Life Orb Magnezone too. That's kind of fun. Let's one of these three. I think it's got to be. Zapdos isn't good versus Corviknight to be honest, so I think it's gonna be Dragonite. Yeah, it's a good time for it. Plus, if they stay in attack, that's not terrible for us. Yeah, that's good. Banded Fire Punch can hit really hard. I'm hoping for it to hit KO, but it's really not a very strong move. Base 75 power is really only a hair stronger than the old hidden powers of like Gen 5 and stuff, so not great. They might even read it here too, but I'd expect a Dragon Dance if I were them, so maybe they go for like a Toxic here. Wow, that caught me off guard. I was really expecting Weakness Policy there. Sorry, Trick Room there without the Weakness Policy. Certainly interesting. We have multi-scale up, so this is arguably our best pick here. We'll get that off, and you know, it's a slow Dragonite. It's actually the only Trick Room sitter that I should point out as well. Probably gonna kill us with Melmetal if anything. In which case we probably go to Celesteela. Then I can protect afterwards. Then we're down to 1 turn. Yeah. Yep, I will do that for sure. Question is actually, I'm gonna go to Celesteela right now. I don't expect a Thunder Punch. But the question is, do I protect on a possible Magnezone, or do I Leech Seed, or do I do a double switch out to like my Lando? I'm gonna Leech Seed. Okay, that's nice for us. I'm expecting a U-turn here into Magnezone. They might just do it straight away. I don't expect to set up Corviknight at this point, but it's possible. They're gonna go straight up to Melmetal now. Boy, I really want a Flamethrower, but that seems so risky. They're baiting it. Let's see if they get it. They are baiting it. If I were them, I'd be thinking, if they have Flamethrower, why didn't they use it already, you know? But I don't know. They could totally get me here. It's a bit of a difficult situation. It's what I always say about playing as or against fire. Oh, close. It's gonna be at full health. I don't know. With Life Orb, I think we got a shot here. Okay, right on. Anyways, with playing with or against fire, it's just so much of these 50-50s. Like, are they gonna go to Heat Ran on the Flamethrower? Are they gonna go to Mega Slash on a fighting move or a dark move? Like, it's always comes down to that, in my opinion. Let's go Mantine here. Mantine should be able to handle this pretty fine as they reveal Eruption. Yeah, definitely an offensive team. No question about that in my mind. No real swapping for Scald, actually. You get hit pretty hard, plus your Eruption's weakened. You die. You could get burnt, which would suck for you, and you would definitely not want to get burnt. So Scald looking fantastic at this point. There goes a huge threat. All right, I don't look I don't look like such an idiot for sacking that Thundurus now. As we are going to see Melmetal make another appearance here. There's no way you're max speed, man. There's no way you're max speed. Nice try. There's no way. So that's going to invite in the Heat Ran. We're really back where we started right now. Oh, they might reveal something scary here. What would they reveal right now? Again, Landorus is looking better and better in terms of a cleanup opportunity, but if we take out this Heat Ran, then Celesteela should clean up. So, oh, that was a misclick, but it actually panned out. Great. Now Metagross, and actually Dragonite's really looking quite good too, but we have to guess correctly on a Heat Ran in order to take advantage of that. Zapdos not looking great. I could go to it right now, offer a bit of a throat chop, but again, I'm kind of being burned to the weakness policy once, and Metagross is always a weakness policy threat in my opinion. So hard to really say no to Celesteela right now, as they go for a power-up punch. Okay, so that's the reveal there. Really don't want to go for Flamethrower, honestly, but they need quite a bit of power-up punches in order to beat us right now. I'll Heavy Slam this time. I could also... Lando won't work because they're clear body. I could go to Zapdos at some point and they'd be pretty low. It's doable. And Dragonite's faster, but if they're power punch, I'm kind of expecting a bullet punch here too. As the agility, they're going for gold here. They're going for gold. They might have Meteor Mash too if they have agility there. Really do not want to give them a Flamethrower. I could be totally wrong. If they reveal something like, I don't know, I'll be furious, but it looks like a bit of a pseudo Devil Dance set in the least. I think now's where they're probably going to attack, if I'm being honest. Yeah, we're getting that good chip. We're getting that good chip. Heavy slam doing 5%. It's gonna add up, gang. It's that 5% on these heavy slams is really gonna add up in the long term. Just watch. We're talking 11% already. It's a bygone conclusion here. And watch this play. Boom, flamethrower at the end. Really thought they would do something else like an agility, but that's fine by us. Defense boost. So we destroy Corviknight, force a Heatran swap in. Celesteela is still at nice, good health point, and I'll be able to go to Dragonite at some point too and clean this up. Actually, Mantine looks really great too. Yeah, Mantine really does look excellent. Okay, great. So despite that, I'm gonna just call it bad play with the Thundurus at the beginning here. We get off okay. What was the math on that? 75% of 70. What's a quarter of 70? 35, 17, 17 out of 70. That's like 63% chance. That's a good odds. I liked that. I'd go for that anytime. Yeah, looks like Mantine just cleans up here. GG to our opponent for sure. I think we played them before on the channel actually. So hey, shout outs. And yeah, Big Papa Oof. The team is looking strong, delivering the oofs, delivering the bird ups. Bird up. As we come against a bird here. Big bird ups in the comments, by the way. That's all I ask. We still got haze. I'm not letting this happen here, Corviknight. I'm sorry. Won't be happening. No, I'm sorry. Power Trip, I love it. I see what you're going for. I do love it, but that's a no for me. That is a big no for me. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna have you hold this burn if you're okay with that. Just a burn for the road. I see you're leaving. I see you've disconnected actually. That's fine. I understand, but I'm gonna have to ask you to take this burn with you. Strong game one. Let's see if we can get another one here with the flying balance. Really fun one. Although I was just thinking right now, you could really make the argument that this is not balance, this is bulky offense instead. Really not a lot of recovery on the team. These are all just like 5 bulky attackers and a Mantine. Celesteela pretty defensive, of course, but I would make the argument this is a balanced team, or sorry, a bulky offense team over balance. Here we're going to come up against some mono, water, or rain. Kind of a middling balance, not super defensive, not super offensive. I like this style team for sure. Going to be a threat. Mantine's health is going to be pretty paramount with his water absorb, plus its special defensive nature to help with Kingdra a little bit. So definite threat. Thundurus as a lead strikes me as super obvious. And if I was my opponent trying to beat it, I might go to my Dracovish or my Pelipper and think I have a good swap with my Swampert. I wouldn't do that if I were them because Thundurus does get Grass Knot. But it's a definite threat. You can't Oko. You can't. I just want to do something that denies that Pelipper turn 1. And if they do go to Dracovish, I've got a whole Mantine to go to, right? So if I'm wrong on this and they do go to Dracovish, nothing in the world. They actually lead with a Swampert here. I don't like this because I can't really beat them too well with Dark Pulse. They could Toxic me, they could chip me. And more importantly, I'm going to immediately reveal right now that I don't have Grass Knot, which sucks. I was hoping to keep that at least as an illusion here. Plus, I'm probably giving up rocks. I can nasty plot into some Dark Pulses, I guess. But I'm going to imagine that we're not going to give up. They scouted out there. Good on them. They scouted out. But now I am free to go for Thunderbolt. We get the kill on Toxapex immediately. This is their biggest threat for sure. They can take out this Thundurus there with like maybe a flip turn on that Swampert that previous turn. Not that I blame them for doing that whatsoever. I think that was a really smart scout on their part. We're going to get this off. And I am going to double switch onto someone here. But I feel like Swampert's decently likely. Scald Burn would be great on everyone too, to be honest. Let's go for it. I should have done the double switch. I was thinking it would be either Swampert or possibly them staying in. I'm still kind of traumatized after that tournament game I uploaded recently where they stayed in for the second Surgeon Strikes after they swapped out. I'm traumatized by that second hand, if I'm being honest here. So they're probably going to U-turn, and I would guess it's going to be into Kingdra because we wall you, and you. So if you're going to U-turn into Kingdra, is there virtually anything I can do to deny that? I can go to Celesteela, which lets in Urshifu, and then I go back to this Mantine. And if you go to Swampert, I wall you. If you go into Dracovish, we rinse and repeat. I can even protect and scout what move it is. Can do the same for Kingdra there. So let's do this. This is the best play to deny the Kingdra sort of Draco Meteor here. Except they're just going to attack straight away. Don't think that really made any sense on Mantine if I'm being honest, but honest. But now I can go for some Leech Seed here on the Swampert. They're going to go for rocks, I got to imagine. Let's go to our, this might be the best opportunity for Dragonite to make an appearance. Doesn't care about hazards or anything like that. You know, Landers want to keep in the true pinch where I need it for a flip turn, where I need it for some sort of intimidate, I got to imagine. Mantine too important to risk getting toxic. So let's go to, yeah, I mean, I don't see I think there's going to be a lot of better opportunities for Dragonite to come out here. Really struggling to get some words out right now, guys. But Outrage, probably going to claim one. Pelipper's their best swap in, and it's going to get to a KO just like that Swampert did. Dragonite's really, really scary at +1. And not to mention, they don't really have a play right now. Yeah, they can't really OHKO me as long as they've got multi-scale up. They're going to sack their Pelipper now, it looks like. If they're hoping for a 2-turn Outrage and maybe me getting confused or something, they're not going to get it. Looks like Urshifu's the sack here. It might live 1. Okay, just narrowly does. I'm going to go Mantine, honestly. That's still a pretty useful Dragonite in my opinion. And you can go for a Defog at this point so that Dragonite can come back in and still can be threatening with that multi-scale. You know, as soon as I said it wasn't that useful, it kind of pops off and wins us the game here. So GG to my opponent there. This team's going well, actually. It's kind of going hard. Let's see if we can get maybe one more for the road right here. Pretty fun team. I like it a lot. You know, I'm very familiar with it from getting smoked by it. So it's fun to see it in action right now. We'd really like to flex out this double dance lander set because of course I gassed up in my video on it. I'm really happy with that video if you guys have seen that. How it's flexible depending on the situation there. And like I said, you know, if it's a mono electric, that rock polish is going to be insane, and versus a mono poison, swords dance is going to be insane. But it might be tricky to show off if we keep getting kind of weird matchups like this where it doesn't have a lot to do. But you know, Landers is always going to pull its weight at least a little bit thanks to that amazing intimidate ability. It's one of those things where just like it's impossible for it to do at least something, right? Even if you're against an Urshifu Rapid Strike, which completely shuts it down normally, like having that intimidate might support you to go to your Dragonite afterwards, and your Dragonite can do something and go for a free Outrage or something to that effect, right? So it's always putting in work, I find. It's too bad because I want to show off this double dance set. It's so fun to use. But so far it's just been Celesteela kind of stealing the limelight so far, and we are against another mono flying here. Theirs looks a little bit more offensive than ours with that Moltres Galar. But by the same token, they've got Corviknight instead of our Celesteela here. That Landers is a bit of a Swiss Army knife, of course, so we don't know exactly what we're up against right now. In terms of matchups that I like, Zapdos is pretty good here. Kind of a 2-hit KO situation. Definitely Fear Thunders a little bit. I don't like leading my Landers at all, really, because it just loses us a ton of momentum here, especially without U-turn. It'd be good here, but not great. Excuse me, terrible here, and not even that great here because are we going to start setting up turn 1 if we do get the Landers? Really, that's our only option in that situation. And it's fine in these two matchups, but I don't think we're going to see that. We're going to see probably one of these 3, if we're being honest, these 3 on the left. So, you know, Dragonite not very good versus you, or you pretty good against you if we're being honest. Thunderous, strong matchup, risking a Stone Edge. Tie. Boy, this is a tough one. This is a very tough one. My big thing is like I go to Thunderous if I want to beat Thunderous or Landorus to beat Thunderous, but I don't like those two versus really anyone else at this point. So I might just sort of short my weaknesses here and go for Zapdos, and I can U-turn if I guess wrong. Plus, yeah, it covers this kind of lazy Landorus lead that we do end up seeing right now. Now, Brave Bird will do good damage on Stealth Rocks. I think that's probably what they're going for turn 1 here. Yeah, they're really not being too they're not thinking these plays through. If they sack it here, I'd be disappointed in them, but they do go Corviknight, the obvious play right now. I expect a U-turn here, if we're being honest. So let's go to a Pokemon that in turn brings in the Mon we want to see the most here, right? So for example, if I go to Landorus, that'll likely force in the Moltres Galar, which I actually don't hate, if we're being honest, or the Mantine, which I don't hate either. Yeah, that would be really good for me. I don't think they go to Thunderous in that situation at all. They might go to their own, which, again, I don't really mind. So, yeah, let's do this on their U-turn here. If they attack me with a Brave Bird, this works fine, too. Even better. I think I'll Stone Edge, get this Mon in a better range. Except my luck is just not so good today. I'm not sure if it's being just this live or... I mean, the live's been fine. I mean, I was playing earlier before I started recording. I was just getting rocked. It was like 3 Leech Seed misses and whatever. But, hey, it happens. It's got to balance out at some point. This is probably a pretty tanky Landorus, so I think I might go for this Stone Edge here. Or is there a better swap in that doesn't give them a free Moltres Galar against an intimidated Landorus, right? That's kind of my question right now. I think Celesteela, yeah. Let's go to that right now. If they U-turn, I'll be a little bit disappointed in myself. Sure enough, I am, because it's a free Thunderous swap in, which really sucks. So we're really playing on the back seat right now, despite a strong lead. Except they go to Mantine instead, probably looking for some sort of burn on us. But I'll go to my own. These things should not be carrying Toxic, to my knowledge, and that gets us a defog here, which is really nice. Or do I make a double switch to beat the Thunderous, which I like as well. I do like that, but as long as we've got a Banded Dragonite, I think I'll go for the kind of passive defog right there. Let's go back to Landorus here. Might get hit with a Dark Pulse though, you know? I could go to my own Thunderous here. Same SPDEF stat really here. Landorus isn't doing so much. Again, I really wanted to show it off, but I don't love these matchups that we're seeing right now. That almost suggests to me that they're Scarfed, because of course it's not a Scarfed Landorus. Kind of telling. Boy, is now the time to go for the setup though? Because if I... Ooh, Swords Dance right now. They're probably going to Landorus right now, let's be honest. So if I have Swords Dance, I come out at a net +1. Then I could Rock Polish, as they probably go back up to Corviknight at that point. Then I could Swords Dance again. I mean, we're actually faster than most of their mods here anyway. So I'm going to Swords Dance here on this Corviknight play. They go to it straight away. Not bad for me. Do we see a U-turn? Body Press is probably its only attack, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to try to go for another Stone Edge chip here. I'm not going to get too greedy and go for all the marbles right now. But yeah, just 52% on a Corviknight sounds fine by me. Really don't understand my opponent's plays right now. Don't agree with that Body Press. Now they're roosting. I can 2-hit KO with Stone. I don't think I really need... They are leftovers though. I'll Stone Edge once here. We might see a Landorus swap in at this point too, which really would behoove me for another Swords Dance actually, especially if they go to Landorus right now, because they're not touching this thing with their Corviknight. No, they do stay in. Wow, they're really just forcing this matchup, which is odd, but we'll 2-hit KO right now at least. And we're actually going to be really well situated afterwards. So please hit the Stone Edge. Great. There we go. And I'm guessing Landorus is coming in for another sack and hoping for a miss, which wouldn't be a terrible play. If they go to Zapdos Galar, I think we are in range to kill. We're at 1200 attack stat. So this is not, you know, what I think is the ideal thing of a double dance set. You don't do it to get into this situation. You do it to be, oh, we're out of Stone Edges because of the pressure. Oh my gosh. That sucks. Oh my gosh. Wow. Did not see that coming. This kind of forces them to lock into a move at least. So if they lock into a flying type attack, I can go to Thunderous and get a free hit. Or Mantine, or Dragonite. Or do I want to keep this Landorus for a sack? Just for that Intimidate plus sack possibility here. I'll do Celesteal. I'll keep it for a sack. Why not? As the U-turn, that wouldn't have killed me. Oh my, I can't believe they did that. That would not have killed me. Oh, what? Okay, well now they get a free Thunderous. I don't understand my opponent at all. That's so weird to me. Okay, well they get this and their Landorus is getting a ton of health back. They're gonna refresh the Stealth Rocks right now. I think I'll Heavy Slam. So they knock off instead. Okay, that kind of works. They take out my leftovers. I like that play from them for sure. As we're gonna see, gotta be Thunderous now. They're really playing coy with them on here, but now knowing that they're choice locked, I can't just protect on them and then set up a free switch into my Landorus or my Thunderous or whatever. They're gonna go Mantine right now. Fish for that burn. I'll take one roll of the dice on that. Except they look to set up a double switch instead here. Another protect on the possible Volt Switch. They might just switch out Raw expecting this protect, but they don't do so. Now I'll go to my Thunderous. If they read me, so be it. I have my own Thunderbolt as a possibility here. Man. Oh. I really want a nasty plot. I really, really do. But my opponent's been making some weird-ass plays so far. Why are they doing this? What are you talking about? What do you mean you Scald there? I'll Thunderbolt. Why are you sacking your Mantine? I don't understand. You don't have to do this. I don't think you can kill me, even if you're Specs. So let's go for a Dark Pulse here. As they Sludge Waves, we'll take out probably our biggest threat right there. They're forced to go to their Zapdos Galar at this point, which I imagine is still Scarfed. They go to Moltres instead. What do you mean, fellow? What? He had a Zapdos Galar? I don't understand. Are you not Scarfed? I don't get it. Okay, they weren't. I don't get it. I'm so confused. But it's a big bird up. We take out the birds with our own birds. I was talking over it. Let's just enjoy a pure, unfiltered bird up here. Bird up. There we go. Our opponent says, shut up. Oh my, you guys gotta see this. This is good. Hold on. This is juicy. This is juicy. Wait, no, wrong camera, wrong camera. This is juicy. Shut up. I didn't say anything. I just said GG. I said nothing. I'm salty. GG. I'm gonna say nothing. GG. Take it easy. Higher road here. Anyways, that's gonna do it for us today. Make sure to let me know what you guys want to see next in the comments. I'm still kind of doing this greatest hits thing. I do want to go back. There are a couple of the ones I've intended to do as we did the series. I was limited to 2 lives to type here. So yeah, just let me know what you want to see next, and also let me know what format you want to see next. I've got a couple ideas for that. You never know, you guys might convince me to do otherwise on what I'm planning here, but I do have some fun ideas for the channel coming up soon. But otherwise, that's gonna do it for us today. Take care, see you next time.